Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Now, first and foremost, I do want to say, in the context of love, really important month in love for you, especially the first half of the month. I'll talk about that a lot more in the love-focused horoscope, so do be sure to watch that because it does look like an important month for you in love. In fact, a real highlight in love for a very long time to come. Really good developments happening there. But where I look at it from a general perspective, lots is happening from that perspective as well, the least of which not being a solar eclipse happening in your sign. Now, this is huge. Don't underestimate it. This is huge. This is significant. This is big. To have a solar eclipse in your sign does suggest a major turning point. It suggests coming to a different understanding of who you are. And it's likely been an understanding that's been a long time coming, but you haven't wanted to admit it to yourself. And that's kind of how eclipses work. Eclipses tend to bring us an appreciation that seems to come out of nowhere, but leaves you saying to yourself, wow, that was staring me in the face all this time, and I can't believe that I didn't see that coming. And this is about a new start, and this is very much about you. It's not necessarily about anyone else. Where it comes to other people, it's really good. Everything's harmonious and flowing well and easy. This is about you. This is about what is happening with you and who you know yourself to be. And this is a fundamental shift on the level of identity is what it comes down to. It comes down to who you know yourself to be. What you identified with, who you believed you were so strongly, you now realize you no longer are. And with that will come sweeping changes that can change just about everything for you. But really, it starts with you. It starts with you realizing that this is who I am. Sometimes that comes with an understanding of who you are not as well. But this really is about, this is who I am, and this is what I got to do right now. And it is going to be new. It's a brand new chapter, a fresh new beginning, and in some ways rather sparkling as well, where you come to understand that you are ready to go in a whole other direction, a new direction at that. There's a sense of freshness and of aliveness happening, but also a sense with this particular eclipse of things coming full circle. And the reason for that is this eclipse is happening in your sign, but it's happening at the very end of your sign. In fact, the later in your sign you're born, especially those of you born at the very end of your sign, are going to be feeling this eclipse most. But all Pisceans out there will be benefiting from this fresh energy. But because it's happening right at the end of your sign, it suggests things coming full circle. It suggests things reaching their conclusion. But it's a new moon, and it's a solar eclipse new moon. So that means it's new. It's the new chapter. It's the next thing. It's a bright beginning. It's you planting seeds. So you're doing this planting of fresh seeds with a very wise perspective, with a perspective of experience, with a perspective of understanding. It's not like you don't know what you're doing and you're just going for it, but rather there's purpose and intent behind your action at that. And there's also a lot of happiness as well. There's lots of happy energy in the air, especially in the early part of the month. And as we progress more and more into this month as well. And what I really like about this is that it looks like, especially as we get towards the end of the month, a social vibe kicks in as well. So as you are coming to understand yourself differently, you're also opening yourself up to other people, to talking to other people. And this is largely thanks to, we've got a really lovely conversation happening between Venus and Pluto, happening in very social segments of your sky. So we've got you changing who you know yourself to be, starting new chapters, thinking about what you're ready to do next, realizing that you are not who you thought that you were or who you used to be. And there's a fresh insight. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is who I was. And that helps you understand who you are now more than anything. But it looks like in the process, there's lots of support. There are a lot of people around you who want to remind you of what's amazing about you, who want to remind you of what's beautiful about you as well. So talk it out. If there's any confusion, talk it out. Talk to other people. That's going to allow you to see yourself in a more loving light. And that will allow you to embrace the person that you are now ready to be.